Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Aries for the month of April. This is the first series that I'm putting out. It is a general reading, so it may or may not be your story. If not, check your moon and your rising sign. Your messages could be there. So for this series, I am doing a blind spot reading. So if this situation resonates with you, then I will read your sigil, and this will be what you need to look at. It's what you're not seeing. It's your blind spot that can help you resolve your situation. Perhaps to gain a new perspective on it. So, if this resonates, please listen to the end, and I will be reading from the book for the blind spot because there are 78 sigils and I do not know them by heart. So, let's begin your reading and let's see if this is your story. What do we have here sitting central is the Hanged Man. So you have put yourself in this position. You may choose to leave this position whenever you feel the time is right. So you are looking at something, studying it, trying perhaps to find a solution. It may involve a sacrifice. You could be waiting on something, waiting on a solution. What is beneath you at the root is the Tower. So clearly there was some sort of shocking revelation or event that shifted your situation, your reality, that changed things in a huge way. I think that there was an upset, a breakup. Someone perhaps was put out in the cold. There was loss indicated here, and I mean, it is the Ten of Coins, so there could have been loss of relationship, loss of property, finances, etc. Justice is in the reverse, and so somebody was not playing fair in this in this partnership. You might feel that things are unjust. Somebody could have lied. That could have been what came out. You may have discovered that someone was lying. What we see is something that happened, and most likely it happened quickly. You're thinking of this, you are reflecting on this situation. Whatever it was caused a lot of damage. Clearly, you're looking at the imbalance in this relationship. Whatever happened back here, it eats at you. And you could even be feeding your fears surrounding this. There was a betrayal, or you're feeling betrayed, like somebody stabbed you in the back. You took a fall here, feeling much like the fool in this picture here. There was a separation. You may feel as though you may not have saw this coming. It just came out of the blue. Maybe you feel that you were over trusting because this person's walking along the path with their head up in the clouds, and they don't see. So I don't feel you saw this coming at all. So what happened here is that somebody, here we have this very sneaky energy here, or this is energy, this is you. You're upset. You're upset about this breakup or the reasons for it, what led up to it. But there was a change. You see, we see that recently there was a new offer. This could have been an offer to reconcile, an offer to make up. You've got hidden feelings with regards to this, and you're holding back because of the imbalance again. You're looking at it from every angle. So you're upset. You're looking at this new beginning, and you would really like to go back, most likely, but you can't forget that betrayal. That memory, you're still holding on to it. The fact that this person led you astray, it burns. So I almost feel like with these flowers here, it's like the fool. It's brought to mind is that picture they keep showing me of the fool bending down to smell the rose. But this one here, you felt the thorns, of that rose. Somebody was shut out, or yeah, or feeling just withdrawn. You could be feeling withdrawn, isolated here because the Three of Cups is in reverse here. So this person comes back, but you're holding back on taking this offer. You're not trusting them. You see, you look at the offer, but you don't pick it up. And it seems to be the Empress came out sideways, so I left her that way, which seems to be a challenge here. There's a lot of negative thoughts. You're feeling, I feel like you're feeling alone, or withdrawn, or you have withdrawn to think about things because it's like with the Six of Swords here, it's like this sinking feeling in your stomach. You see a ship sinking in the background. You don't see a calm shore here. All you see are lightning rods shooting across the sky. So you're not seeing any calmer shore. The waters are very, very choppy here where you are, having to do with this Empress, whether or not you want to take up this offer or not. Do you still feel that it has potential or not? You seem to have, you see on the other side of this, we have the umbrella and the baby. So there's a lot of worries, a lot of anxiety having to do with a new beginning. So something went bad, but the person has come back wanting another chance with you. They may have come back in and apologized, but you would not be taking them back so easily. See, there's news here. Somebody wants to reach for the cup again, but it's you're not committing to this person right now. And you may feel powerless in the position that you're in because it's like the trust was broken here. You feel like you've been burned by this person. You're not sure if it has the if you're able to rebuild the foundation here, and that foundation would be trust, which is what relationships are built on, right? You have the card of strength in this deck. It is that foundation. Can you transform things to get that foundation you need? Can you lay down those 10 swords? Can you put that to rest? You're confused about that. See, here again we have the Ace of Staves. So this is this new opportunity that comes forward. You're looking at the details. There is, and maybe when this person comes back around, it may spark some hope within you. This is coming out of the past, and you may remember or be thinking of the past with this Six of Cups being here because you're missing this person despite what they've done, but you want to make the right choice for yourself in this Seven of Cups. So there's a lot of stubborn energy here. Um, in this group of cards because you've been burned with the card of fire here, and then Taurus, which is somebody being very stubborn. As you see, you got to look at how the cards are placed, and with Taurus comes this fire card. So this person's been burned, and so they're rather guarded with this shield being up. The sword is down though. Okay, so they're like not fighting, but but neither are they going to pick up that offer right away. They still have intense feelings for this person, or they're holding on to intense feelings because of what happened. Capricorn is here, which tells me that you still desire this person, but you're not willing to make an impulsive decision at this time. You're not sure. You've been dealt a losing hand with this person. They crossed a boundary. So they came in perhaps as the lamb, but here we see the wolf crossing through the boundary that you had built up. Um, you fear this would happen again, that this person would drink from the cup and then leave and cause you more heartbreak. So this is what is worrying you. Should you give this person a second chance for this 10 of coins? You see here at the root it's in reverse, but here it is upright. So a second chance at this commitment. So mentally, you are all over the place, struggling with this, thinking about the past. But clearly, there are very intense feelings here. I keep getting that once burned, twice shy type of message with regards to this situation. So we have the seer here indicating that the answer you're seeking, you will have that soon. Um, Again, you see, it's always the same. Shedding light on a situation to decide which move to make. Shedding light on the tower, and we have the tower down here on this ending. There's a lot of fears. You're in this time apart here because of the tower, and then the night returns, which is secretly what you desire, but you're again fearful. You could be thinking that they have secrets, so you're looking at all of the details here. What to do? So now your sigil, and I have to read from the book, excuse me. You have 29, and 29 is wanting to be right. Okay, so if you have drawn this sigil, you are not clearly seeing that either consciously or subconsciously you are wanting to be right more than you are wanting anything else. The truth in this situation is that it doesn't matter if you are right or not. You may be very wrong in this scenario, or you may be very right. Either way, what matters is that you are valuing being right over everything else, and this is what will lead to pain. It is a warped priority to have if you want genuine improvement to take place. If you are valuing being right over effectiveness, you need to ask yourself what your goal is. What do you get out of being right? In relationships, especially when it comes to conflict resolution, this will get us into a lot of trouble. It will make finding a solution impossible. It will lock us into a struggle of ego versus ego. We need to ask ourselves if we want to be right or have success. We need to ask ourselves if we want to be right or if we want connection, because often these things are opposed. What we tend to do when we are defending our position is that we get louder as we feel ourselves losing ground relative to something that is very important to us. We talk over others, we interrupt, we shut others down, we try to convince everyone that we are right. It is akin to an alternate reality experience because we get feverish like a dog with food aggression over a bone. It feels like this because our brain has quite literally been hijacked. Our body is being flooded with stress chemicals because it feels as though it is being threatened. It doesn't matter whether that threat is an external threat or just the threat of shame and the loss of power associated with being wrong. And so it chooses to shut down executive functions like compassion and strategy and openness. Instead, our instincts take over and we do one of four things. We fight, which is we keep arguing to the point. We flee, revert to, and hide behind group consensus or exit the scene still convinced of our own rightness. We freeze, so to disengage from the argument by shutting up while still maintaining our belief that we're right, or appease, make ourselves not a threat to our adversary by simply agreeing with him or her, despite still believing that we are right. In all of these scenarios, we still did not let go of the idea that we are right. We simply avoided finding a meeting of minds. We prevented the critical sharing of information and opinions. We also got the opposite reward of our body being flooded with chemicals that make us feel dominant and invincible, which happens when we argue to win. If you have drawn this sigil, you have to let go of the need to be right and instead look to be understood. To do this, you'll have to put effort into understanding others, into listening to them, seeing them, and feeling them. When you do that for others, they will want to do it for you. Everyone has important opinions, perspectives, and information to share. You will soon find that the reward of actual connection will trump the feeling of being right and proving that you are right. So that is what I have for you, Aries. I thank you for watching, for liking and sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has donated. Many blessings to all of you.